Hey, what up? What up? What up, y'all? What's going on? What's going on? What's going down, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Truck Talk with the Real. With me, your host, the Real Mojo. What's going on to all the people streaming it live, and to everybody that's gonna catch it later on audio? How we doing, man? How are we doing? I got all type of stuff going on, man. All time we gonna do what we do. Um, if you're tuning into this broadcast live, put a thumbs up in the chat. If you're chilling, put a one in the chat if you're at work. Like, share, subscribe for the algorithm. And let's get ready to get it moving, man. We're gonna kind of slow walk. We're gonna kind of slow walk. First, I want to into a little bit of WNBA, right? So I guess Nafisha Collier went up to the league offices. I think she's the player rep. She may be the player rep. I'm not sure. So don't quote me on it, right? Um, and you know the WNBA, everything is about salary. Everything is a salary conversation with them. Somebody needs to tell them. But since nobody's gonna tell them, I won't either. But they need to stop putting it on X and putting it everywhere for people to not listen because nobody's listening. Um, so I guess she's up at the league offices talking about the salary again for the 50,000th time this month. And I guess the people in the league office said it's not. Caitlin Clark should be happy she's making endorsements outside of the WNBA. And then they said if she didn't have the WNBA platform, she wouldn't be making anything. I don't agree with that because Caitlin Clark is Caitlin Clark, and she was playing this way before she got in the WNBA. So she would have just been doing what the women did before, which is go overseas. And her NIL deals, she was still, you know, she was getting money on the NIL deal, and her 70 something $1,000 WNBA check. Okay, she wouldn't have been getting that, which would have killed her. I mean, not getting that $75,000 from the WNBA would just crush Caitlin Clark. I swear to God. Trust me on this. I can see it in her face. She cares so deeply about that WNBA $76,000 flying commercial everywhere, and I swear. But anyway, so of course, Nafisha Collier took a private conversation, not private as in shouldn't be brought to the public, but of course she brought that down to the public in front of a microphone to a bunch of people that's not listening outside of WNBA players. And I'm sounding a little bit insensitive. I don't mean to, but what I'm trying to say is instead of looking elsewhere, right? They should start trying to, because they're all pretty famous, right? They're all pretty famous. So they should get on social media and start marketing themselves a little better. Don't be mad at Angel Reese because she's on social media marketing herself and doing other things. And then they'll say, oh, she don't really care about the WNBA. No, that's not it. She took a huge pay cut to leave college and come to the WNBA. She figured out a way to sustain her lifestyle through social media, being an influencer. So to people that can't do that, that don't have the cachet, they will look at her and say she doesn't care about the WNBA. But I guarantee you, if the WNBA was paying her a salary that would sustain her lifestyle, so to speak, she wouldn't be doing a bunch of the stuff. I mean, the commercials, yes, the endorsements, yes, but I mean, maybe not the podcast because I watched it, and I'm gonna say she's so young that it won't resonate with me because she's super young. But a bunch of young people. So again, influence. I don't think it's fair when people say, "Oh, she don't even care about the WNBA." I mean, if she took the WNBA out of her life right now, she would be living she would probably be living better because she would have more time to be an influencer. She would probably be walking runways at every fashion week in the world. So the WNBA really is hindering Angel Reese right now and keeping her pockets a little lighter than it would, because her playing in the WNBA, she's losing money through those few months, however long the season is. She's losing money. So let's be real. So when those other women get on there and complain, and Angel Reese is just down for the cause. Realistically, they just down for the cause. And there's a few others. But they just out there down for the cause. If we really being real. They just down for the cause. They speaking out for the sisterhood of a league that is been failing for 20 plus years. WNBA been failing financially for 20 plus years. So I don't know what makes them think all of a sudden this year they about to blow up. I don't know what got them thinking they about to blow up out of nowhere. I mean, you got women dunking the ball, not all the time, but you got women dunking the ball. Couple girls shooting from logo, Sabrina Ionescu, Caitlin Clark. There's a couple girls shooting from the logo, and the league still can't succeed. So yeah, if I was Angel Reese, I'd be doing the same thing. If I was Caitlin Clark, yeah. But anyway, man, I want to move on to a big story, an NFL story. Bad Bunny was announced as a Super Bowl halftime show. I don't know about y'all, and I do not speak Spanish, but I got Bad Bunny queued up all the time. I stay with Bad Bunny on the playlist. Now there's people that's upset about that, about him being on the Super Bowl, not me listening to it. There's people that's upset about him being a Super Bowl halftime show because he canceled a lot of his American or his U.S. tours, shows, concerts, tour dates because of safety issue of the crowd, ICE just sitting out front waiting, squatting on the shows. But that makes sense though. I mean, first of all, that ain't safe, dude. To put it in context, Taylor Swift, Beyonce, Bad Bunny, Michael Jackson. Those are the same. Those shows, those concerts are the same. Okay? Maybe Chris Brown. But Taylor Swift, Beyonce, Michael Jackson, and Bad Bunny, those are the same in terms of crowd size, pandemonium. Those are the same. So you mean to tell me the WNBA, I'm sorry, the NFL is trying to reach a global audience, and I'm not talking about the NFL. I'm talking about the people all over social media complaining. We know who they are about the halftime show. The NFL is a huge business. They don't pay people for the halftime show. The the ratings of this halftime show, I can guarantee you, will be probably the highest in the highest three ever. From haters watching it to people that love Bad Bunny's music watching. I'm gonna be watching. But people saying, "Oh, I'm boycotting the Super Bowl." So what? You think the Super Bowl give a fuck if you boycott? Like, really? Do you think the Super Bowl gives a flying fuck if you boycott it? And you saying that on social media to see how many people you could get behind you, to see how many hateful motherfuckers you could get behind you. Let's be real. You're gonna be watching the Super Bowl. You're gonna be there drinking, drunk, talking shit about Bad Bunny, and then you're gonna be like, "Damn, why is my foot tapping? Why is my head nodding? This motherfucker's bad. This is a bad dude, bro. I'm sorry. I don't even understand. I don't even speak Spanish. But it's something in music that transcends all the dumb shit. And he's one of the best in the world as we speak. People talking about country music at the Super Bowl. Who in the fuck want to hear some country music at the Super Bowl? Y'all don't. So y'all don't have to care about the demographic, but everybody else got to sit through some stuff that they don't probably listen to. Okay, ain't gonna happen. Sorry, it ain't happening. It's not happening. Y'all sitting through the Bad Bunny Super Bowl, and you're probably gonna like it, but you'll never say it. You'll never say it, but you're probably gonna like it. I know one thing: your kids is gonna like it. I guarantee your kids like it. That's probably why you're so mad, because your kids was hype as hell when they heard the news. And that's a part of the problem out here now. Everybody got fake beef with everything. When the Super Bowl halftime show is trash, I don't give a fuck who it is. If it's rap, which I listen to less rap than you would think, rap than most people. But if the Super Bowl show is whack or I don't enjoy it, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna go make a sandwich. I'm gonna go throw some wings in the microwave. I'm gonna go pop a couple brews, or I'm gonna go mix me up some. You feel me? That's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna sit there. Oh, this is stupid. This sucks. Motherfuckers are sitting there enjoying it. So why would I sit there and be that way? You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Bad Bunny for getting the look. It's a good look. It's gonna be dope because he's dope. His music is dope. So the fucking halftime show is gonna be dope, and it's probably gonna be just as huge a production if not bigger, than like when Rihanna was. I mean, I done heard people online saying the dumbest shit. How many Puerto Rican people play in the NFL? And I'm like, how many women play in the NFL? Because I know where they was going with it. So when they said how many Puerto Rican people play in the NFL or how many Puerto Rican people watch the NFL, I just said clearly, how many women play in the NFL? How many women watch the NFL? Yeah, dummies. They got Taylor Swift all over the fucking place. Oh, she might perform. She might perform. She wasn't gonna perform. She was never scheduled to perform. They got her on every single Chiefs game 13, 14 times announcing it. Because she's bringing a young female demographic to the sport. They don't care if you like it. They want the ratings boosted. So you bring Bad Bunny, that's going to bring a huge Hispanic crowd. It's going to boost the ratings, whether or not they like it. It's about business. See, business don't give a fuck about racial shit. When you talking big business people, 100 millionaires and billionaires, they don't care about this. They don't care about this low level shit we talking. You understand? They don't care about that. They care about a bottom line. Damn, if Taylor Swift brought all of those people, all of her demographic to the game, damn, we're gonna try and see if Bad Bunny bring all his demographic to the game. And some of them gonna watch. Whoever don't watch football, they're probably gonna watch because they don't want to miss nothing. So they're gonna probably start watching for 10 minutes or the last 2 or 3 minutes of the half. And the suspense, football's dope. So the suspense is gonna get them. So if you could come out of that with 100,000 new fans out of all the millions of people that's gonna tune in because of him. So if you come out of that with 100,000 new fans, they did their job. They did their job. What if he's rocking a team? What if he got a team jersey? See what I'm saying? Y'all think all that hateful shit matter? That hateful shit don't mean nothing to billionaires. All that goofy ass shit y'all talking about who cares about a lot of people care about Bad Bunny. Have you looked on the internet, dummies? But anyway, y'all jump in the comment section. Before we get out of here, I gotta touch on the Tyreek Hill thing. So his injury was a little bit worse than what I originally thought. It was a dislocated knee, and he tore some tendons in there. And people was like, "Oh, he was so happy to not be playing with Tua and all the mess that's going on." No, people. I don't know if y'all ever played football. I have, and been injured before. Yeah, he was in shock, is what it was. Like, we got to be real. He was in shock. You think he's sitting on a fucking thing with his leg going that way, talking about, yeah, I don't have to play with Tua no more. Y'all got to stop this nonsense. Like, you really got to stop this nonsense, yo. For real. Seriously. The dude was in shock. Probably was in so much fucking pain at the time. And then to look down and see your leg like that, come on now. Um, but anyway, to get to logical thinking type of stuff, Tyreek Hill is a player uh, built off explosiveness, right? Short, compact, super quick, super fast, super duper fast, super agile. So, and he turned himself into a good receiver. He turned himself into a receiver that can run the whole route tree with precision and just with so much speed and quickness, so much more than anybody else, which is the reason why his numbers are the way they are, barring injury, right? But now, either this injury is going to either make him human, make him regular, or it could derail his career. It could end his career, which is sad. Which is sad because he's definitely on a football field. He's probably a player like no other player we ever seen before. To be honest, I don't think we ever seen a player that quick and fast with it everything all put together. Um, so an injury like this, realistically, is really gonna do damage to his career. It's really gonna do damage to his career. They say the surgery went well. They posted with the doctor, his parents with the doctor. Surgery went well, and they're saying he'll be back in 2026. I don't know about that. Sophie, how you doing? Thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. Do me a favor if you can, like, share, and subscribe. Well, at least like and subscribe for the algorithm. But yeah, they saying he'll be back in 2026. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. An injury like that, where the whole knee was dislocated. I'm not. If he's going, he definitely won't. If he comes back to play next year, I don't think it'd be a good move, whether you can run or not. Just because stopping, starting, being hit, um, and doing all that at full speed, that's gonna be rough. That's gonna be tough, man. Like that injury looked terrible. Man, I saw it. It just looked bad. And like I said, his game is based off of all that stuff: explosiveness, speed, stop, start, quickness. I would give it a whole year, to be honest. I'm pretty sure he's gonna get other opinions. But the doctor who did the surgery said, 2026 he could be back out there. Obviously not for training camp. See, that's another thing. You missing training camp, so you're not in the best shape you could be in. Which he's pretty genetically gifted, so he could be back uh in shape and running faster than most people, but we talking NFL caliber players, so he might not be right there at a point in time next year. I would take a whole year if I was him, just to make sure everything is good, get all the strength back. Because when you get an injury like that to a ligament, a tendon, a joint, you just lose all your strength for a period of time, and you got to get all that back. So, but I see a lot of rude people in the comments talking about the injury and talking about him for the off the field shit. I mean, off the field shit got nothing to do with the injury. But we wishing Tyreek a speedy recovery. Get back on the field, do what you can. You got $70 million guaranteed, and you got hurt at work. So I'm sure he ain't in no rush to get back. I'm sure he don't. He's not in a rush to get out there and rush it and do something else, further damage or damage something else. You know what I'm saying? Think about it like that. Never mind people rushing you back and you getting in your own head. You sitting on a good amount of money, so take care of yourself, get yourself back right. So, with that being said, y'all, do me a favor, like, share, subscribe for the algorithm. Put a one in the chat if you at work. Put a thumbs up in the chat if you're chilling. That is the show for today. Catch me on all, all podcast platforms, and go over there, give me a listen, give me a download, and we shall return at a later date again, probably Thursday night. But we're gonna get the schedule down pat. We're gonna get the schedule done a little differently, and I just got a couple emails. We got something big in. Well, we may have something big in the works. May have something big in the works. So we're gonna keep our fingers crossed and try to get all that done by and that's by way of sponsorship. What I'm talking about. So some business. So somebody's listening to us. I appreciate y'all for pulling up, and I'll catch y'all later. Love.